After you wow your clients with your amazing portfolio website, you need to give them a way to easily contact you. So in this video, we're gonna build a contact page with a working contact form, no code at all, in Editor X. Let's go. Hey friends, welcome to Creative X. My name is Brad Hussey and I'm a web designer. This is the fourth video in our portfolio building series. And by the end of this video, we're gonna have a contact page with a functioning contact form so that your clients, your customers, and your partners can hire you. That's good news. Even better news, no ugly PHP code required. So if you like that idea and you're ready to get started, tap that like button right now. The sooner you tap, the sooner we can get started. Let's get her done. Tap, tap, tap.
Keep it calm. Tap, tap, tap.
Okay, all right, let's go. All right, contact me page. Let's look at our Figma design. We have a very simple layout here. We have a heading on the left and some text on the right with some social icons. And then on the bottom, we got heading on the left and our form on the right with some hairlines above each section. Very simple, straightforward. Let's make this happen in Editor X. We're gonna add a new section on our contact me page. It's gonna be a grid. And I'm gonna make that a 2x1 grid. On second thought, let's actually add another row to accommodate the contact section. We're gonna change the grid, go to advanced mode, add a row, and make the height of this row minimum 500 pixels, just like the other row. Click done. And what we're gonna do is add some padding and adjustments. So we're gonna add 5% on the left and the right of this grid to match the rest of the layout. And I want some gutters in between. So change the grid layout, go to advanced mode, and you can actually choose the spacing of the gaps is what they call it in Editor X. So 2% in between each of them, horizontally and vertically, works good for me. Click done and we are ready to rock. Now it's time to add that hairline on the top. So I'm gonna go back to Editor X, add a new element, drag a line in here and attach it to the grid. Then I'm gonna make it 100% of the width and I'm gonna make sure it's docked to the top and centered. Design it so the line color is matching the design and the line width is 1 pixel. Looks like we need to add a little bit of padding on the top of this. So what I'm gonna do is select the grid and I'm actually gonna have 5% all around on all sides. Now the hairline matches the design a bit better. But we have one problem here. It looks like the hairline is going outside of that padding. So I'm just gonna make some adjustments to the width and that looks much better. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag a container into this left-hand side of the grid, stretch it, remove the background. Then I'm gonna add a title, dock it to the left and the top. Make sure it's matching the design. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add the container in the right-hand side of this grid. I'm gonna stretch it, remove the background. Then I'll add a paragraph. I'll dock it to the left and the top, make sure it's 100% of the width of the container. I'm gonna copy and paste that text from the design file, make some adjustments to the line height and the color. Now I'm gonna copy those footer social icons and I'm gonna paste it right into this container. Of course, I need to dock it to the left, make some margin adjustments and make them not white so we can see them. So I'm just gonna change the colors of these vector graphics, stretch it out to give some space between each of the icons, some fine tuning, and we are ready for the next section. All right, now I'm gonna add the hairline to this bottom section. I'm just gonna position that properly, make sure the color matches the design. We're gonna make it 100% or maybe about 99% width and center it. Okay, now we're gonna add a container to that left column, stretch it out, remove the background, add that headline, change the text. And now looking at the design here, the hairline's too close to this container. So what I'm gonna do is actually give some padding in each of these containers in the cells, just so that we have some more space. So I'm gonna select this container and I'm going to add 5% padding to the top. There we go. I'm gonna do it to all of the other containers as well. And then I'm going to add a container to this last one. I have yet to do that. Stretch it out. I'm gonna add 5% padding on the top, remove that background color. Now we're gonna add a form, add an element, select contact and forms in the sidebar, and then select whatever style you wanna use as a starting point, attach it to the container. Once it's loaded, we're just going to dock it to the left and the top of the container, stretch it out to fill, remove this title. We don't need it. And then I'm going to remove these fields. I don't actually need these, so I'm just going to delete these really quick. Stretch these out to fill the container. Very easy. The width will be 100%. I'm going to make this message text field, the long answer field, just a little taller. So a minimum height of maybe 120 pixels. Now it's time to make the design match the Figma file. Let's do that now. This part really only took me about 2 or 3 minutes. I'm just sparing you all the clicking. All I'm doing here is just making some changes to colors, fonts, sizes. You can individually select every single element and adjust it however you want in any way that you want. So that's all I'm doing here. I'm also adjusting the submit button settings, where it goes, what the text says, some simple font sizing, adjusting alignment. That's really about it. And here is our contact form, matching the design pretty much perfectly. And if you click the form settings, it opens a dialog window with a lot of really interesting features. And in here, I can change all the information about where the form goes, the name of the form, where it's sent, any other information, double opt-in for growing your email list, submit messages, collecting payments. Plus you can manage your contacts, automations, email marketing, plus a whole lot more. And now let's preview this thing. So we've got the first part of our contact page and the best part, the contact form. Let's test it out and see if it works. I'm gonna fill it out, send myself a message. And now if I go to my Editor X dashboard for the site, I can see in my communications tab, in my inbox, I've got a new message from Brad. The message context is here. I can reply right within this window. I can label this person as a lead, as a contact. There's a lot that I can do here. So this is pretty incredible. This is fun. Man, I love building stuff. If you're anything like me, you probably find a lot of your work is done in isolation, and it can get a little bit lonely sometimes. I literally spend my day talking to myself and my computer. So I've created a solution to that. I call it Creative X Crew. It's our free community of professional designers, freelancers, agency founders, no-coders, and Editor X enthusiasts. It's totally free to join. We host weekly office hours, design challenges, discussions. We collaborate. A lot of really fun things happening in there, and I am inviting you right now to join us. I'd love to have you there. All the links for that are in the description below. Please join us and join in on the discussion. We'd love to see you there. All right, back to our portfolio website. Now we need to make this thing responsive and work beautifully on all devices and screen sizes. So that's coming up next. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that video, and we'll see you in that next one. Cheers.